We've been having virtual training where the coach can give instructions to the players who are training in isolation, and through the virtual training, he's confirming that that each and every player is doing what it takes to keep fit.
Hi guys, it's Desmond Owili here. Like the rest of the world, Australia is in lockdown. However, we are allowed to go outside to exercise instead of being running and finding creative ways to work out. Like everywhere, sadly there is no sport at all in Australia. Everywhere is shut down. We should be able to start shooting in the coming months, but close contact is not allowed anymore. I think we're still far away from that. Well, we all love sports. I know we all do love sports, and we can't do without sport, but the lives of our loved ones is more important than anything for the sake of everyone who plays for the government.
We stand a chance of qualifying.
We have so much in our hands. We needed to split responsibilities. So the board, their main task will be to manage the national team holistically.
We are all about being ambassadors of change. We want to bring change in Kenya. We want to make sure that we also play with the top teams that are there in Africa. And that is the challenge that we took since last year.
We must qualify. We must qualify. We don't have two ways about it. Okay, it's true. If we got to prepare well, if we definitely prepare well, trust God that He'll give us He'll deliver as we will qualify. If we are playing at home, that gives us some of an advantage. At the same time, we're gonna work hard and prepare for it. We are up for the task. I think the talent we are having and the work we're gonna put on the floor will be adequate enough to get us to a respectable level. Again, I'll call upon the managers. It comes upon the managerial level. Are they gonna be able to keep up with the expectation? Because let me tell you the truth. The honest truth is that you got to put in money. You got to put in money. You got to put in a lot of time in it. You got to put in bring in the best talent that we have around the world. So far, it's the federation that is coming in to chip in what they got. I hope they're also in talks with other corporates to help them out. Because right now, as a matter of fact, the boys are psyched to perform.
It's a challenging pool, but we see ourselves as contenders also. Yeah, we know Senegal is a good team, Angola is a good team, but we're also good. Yeah, it's just that now we're just new in the block, but we are as good as them.
One, we've been pretty organized in our approach to our games. We are mentally strong. There's some of the things that we do best, and of course, we also are a pretty athletic side.
We are not planning on changing anything because it's a working strategy, and you don't change what is working for you.
Fitness level is improving, and we are hoping as the new week opens, we should be at another level.
Imetusaidia sana kwa sababu inatupatia motisha ya kuendelea vile tunajitayarisha kwenda kwa hizi michezo. Inatupatia motisha kubwa sana kwa sababu tunajua kuna watu wanatusaidia na wako nyuma yetu kutupatia hiyo support yote, and we are grateful and thankful.
In terms of personnel that they are bringing, but from the looks, they might not be having some great team cohesion. So we're going to see how that goes about, and it's common about in regard to many national teams.
We've watched our opponents, and we know what to expect. And in our preparation, what we're trying to do, we are trying to, counter what they are good at. And as much as possible, we put them in sports that they are not used to.
It's been a dream of mine to come back to Kenya and to get to wear the national colors and play a game I love. It just made sense. And I saw the team had been having some recent success with their silver medal in the African tournament, and I thought no better time to come play than now. So,
our transition basketball is, is something that we believe in. So our mainstay is we press, we get the ball, and then we run.
If we put our house in order, the boys are getting camp by Wednesday next week, and we have the necessary resources with us. We stand a chance of qualifying.
As a player, it's great. To play on a national stage for any country is a blessing. You know, there's only so many players out there that get this opportunity. So I'm just blessed and grateful to play against the best talent in Africa and just get to play the game I love. You know, a lot of people can't play right now because of this pandemic. So just thankful to have the opportunity to keep playing, especially for Kenya as well. Look, I mean, you can't discount anybody, especially on this stage. And if you go in with that mindset thinking you're better than someone, you're going to lose. But for example, in our group, we have Angola. They just played in the World Championship last year. So you can't take anyone lightly. But as well, we got a good group of guys here. We're hungry. We want to win. And we want to prove to Africa and to the world that Kenya's here. Our basketball is up and coming. And we're ready to show what we can do. But just the magnitude of it, it's amazing. I know my father will be proud. I know my family back in Cap Sabbath's happy. So just to get this opportunity, like I said, it's a blessing. And for me, it's great. My family's excited. Everyone's excited. So it's a great opportunity for me.
He can play like three positions, and that helps us. He's a versatile player, and we're able to use him at 2, 3, and 4.
With him in the team now, at least it's another boost for us, and this type of play, I'm sure there's a lot that he has to share with us, a lot that we're going to learn from him, and we're really happy to have him on board.
Confident with what we do, and once we go out there to compete with these highly ranked teams, we know what we're supposed to do. Everybody knows their job because we've worked on it in the preparation phase.
Yeah, this team, if we practice, we like together, for sure we'll beat them. Sometimes you're not execute, like one of our plays was kind of getting us out of the game.
Jamaa, mva, hamtatuweka hapa sana. Tutaenda. Sawa. Yeah. You guys would have arranged this early, then we come. We are ready. So, where is she? Aisha, you're throwing us here and going away, girl.
There's a problem with the printer, it is. The person I told you.
What you have to do is every time...
I will introduce them.
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
Because the printer... What did you make of the game?
The game was good. We played close, but at the end they just I think fatigue play key factor for them, and they just made runs on the fast break, and that was the game right there.
And to the head coach, Cliff Award, when you're playing in Rwanda, you're at home, even though there were no fans today, but tough loss there for Kenya in the first game. What does that mean for you going forward? Okay, questions?
What didn't work today? Because we see sometimes your team, Morans, are coming against Senegal, and after we see Senegal going.
I think some of the things that you played in the game is the fact that the experience of the Senegalese team, having been in this championship a couple of times, that really helped them know and understand
we were having lapses in the game, and they really, being an experienced side, they did capitalize on the lapses that we had in the game. So we hope we're able to make those corrections come tomorrow.
Coach, you missed a very important player that could have helped you in this game, Bushwa Mkoto. How are you going to go forward, especially in the paint?
We missed him in the first game, so we have to go on with the games. And we will work with the unit we are having and focus just on competing hard to win the games that are ahead of us.
To Tyler, this is a very tough group, you know. Senegal is a team that was at the World Cup last year. Tomorrow you play another team that was at the World Cup, Angola. What do you look forward to tomorrow playing against this team? What corrections will you make?
First of all, our shots have to go in. That was the key today, and I think it's all about confidence. So I think tomorrow, today we just gotta forget about today, but go through the videos and see what we did wrong. And I think tomorrow, just come out and compete and just raise the level and play the way we know we're supposed to play. And I know we're gonna do that. Yeah.
And to the coach, you look like you ran out of breath, I should say, in the third quarter. How do you approach something like that?
I really think in the third quarter, I think third quarter is probably the time that we played well and got the game close. It's in the fourth quarter that our shots didn't drop. And if the shots do not drop, especially against a team like Senegal, and they're able to control the boards, and they're also a very good transition team, that's what made the difference. But running out of breath, I really don't think so. We should be able to gather ourselves together all the time and run. We are runners anyway.
Surely there's something that you can thank the boys for, something that you did right today. What would that be?
I think we did a great job boxing out in the first quarter and the third quarter. Our energy levels were pretty good, and that's the consistency that we need. We need to carry on that to the end of the game. We have to do that all the four quarters of the game. If we do that well, we are able to get back in the championship and win it.
Coach, I've seen that Senegal scored 40 points from the bench. And your bench was only 60. How do you explain it?
Yeah, like I say, based on Senegal's experience, I think in this tournament we're probably the first team, the team coming to it in like 27 years. Coming from World Cup, and they have experience. Other than that, they have the competitive edge over us, and some of our bench players probably were not able to match up to the bench players of Senegal. But that's again, our shots actually weren't dropping, so we can say I can simply say they were better side than us. They prepared probably better than us.
I have a question for Taylor. Last year we saw the rise of Kenya at the AfroCan. You introduced yourselves to the African continent. And this right here is another reminder that Kenya is on the way up. How does that mentality help you in going into tomorrow's game? And is it a do or die?
I don't think it's a do or die. I think we still have some more games. We still have the second leg. And also, I mean, to be honest, a lot of our players was out today that we know are very important for us. So, but our group, like, we competed. That's the most important thing, and for sure we're gonna be all right. I mean, personally today I play like shit, but maybe tomorrow I'll step it up. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Taylor, and thank you so much, Coach Cliff. We wish you all the best in the remaining games.
Thank you.
Mutoro, what did you think about today's performance?
I can say today's performance we tried and executed a few things that we didn't do on the previous game, and it worked for us. It's just that it came a little bit late after Angola had taken the lead. But we are still hopeful that our game plan, if we put it into practice, we'll get good results.
Coach, a much better fourth quarter from yesterday. Spirited fight from the boys. What did you make of the performance?
I think we did a great job. There are a lot of positive things that happened in that game. And again, speaking of an experienced side like Angola, you still cannot have some mistakes because they're going to punish you with those mistakes. But I give the boys the credit for cutting the points down from 30 to 17. That was good, especially in the fourth quarter.
And Mutoro, how do you go forward from this point?
Basically, our main aim is to just qualify, and still we are not out of the fight. We still have one more game to play tomorrow, and we are going to go back to the drawing board and do something about it. We have done some research, and we're going to go back to the drawing board and just prepare for that game, and hopefully we know that we'll emerge victorious, because Mozambique also has 2 losses. Sorry, they lost yesterday, and so we believe that tomorrow, if we get a win from that, come the second leg, we'll go in prepared.
Question?
Yes, just for Cliff, where do you perform today instead of yesterday, the match of yesterday? Where do you think that you perform today?
I think we were better than yesterday. I give yesterday's game, I give credit to the Senegalese team. There are a lot of things they did right. And today, with Angola's experience, there are also some good things that they did, but we were able to stop a lot of the things that they could have done great and score a couple of points against us.
Coach, what do you have to say about your transitional defense?
There's something we did yesterday that we stayed so much on straight up man-to-man, and we struggled with that. So today we were kind of like trying to switch those defenses and matching up at some point in time. So I think that helped us in the game, and we were able to get some things right. Sorry.
So, Eric, what do you think for the match of tomorrow? You already responded to Osha, but is it the final of your group against maybe Mozambique?
Yeah, to us, that's the final match, and we're going to give it our all, because now is the last match. We have nothing to reserve ourselves. We don't have to reserve ourselves. So tomorrow we are going in full 100, and then after that we just wait now for the second phase of the tournament. Yeah.
Just switch off your phone. Coach, there are 2 questions for you from journalists who are unable to be here. The first one is, how concerned are you about the way the team takes care of the ball?
We talked about that, especially yesterday. We had over 20, close to 22, 24 turnovers, and today we did a better job. We had 18, not good yet, not quite as good, but then we got to really work more on it. The other thing is that we've been struggling in the one position. I know that because we are working with makeshift point guards. For that matter, Eric is not really a point guard. He plays 2 more, and Bosire likewise. So, because
who's calling you?
Sorry about that. So we've been talking about it, and I think Griff will be ready to go in the final game, and we should be able to take better care of that ball.
And then another question also is, what's your assessment of your team on half-court offense?
Our execution has not been very good compared to how we've been. And we understand, we know numerous reasons as to why that is not happening. But we're working on it. We really just working hard to pull this one win, then we go back home, be able to reorganize ourselves. I strongly believe we will be better come February.
Okay. Last question for Eric. Eric, what is the mood like in camp?
The mood like is, I can say it's great. Yeah, so far it's great. We're having fun because it's basketball that has brought us here, and we know what we have to do. So far, we're just enjoying ourselves. The mood is nice. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for everyone that has attended this one. We'll just have the Angola press conference after here. All right. Thank you. Asante sana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Press conference after the game between Mozambique and Kenya at the FIBA Afrobasket 2021 qualifiers here in Kigali. I'd like to introduce the captain of Kenya, Griffin Ligare, and also the head coach, Cliff Owor. First to Griffin, congratulations on your first victory here. What does it mean that you won today's game? How important is it going forward?
Thank you very much. Today's win was very, very important to us. And it gives us energy, it gives us momentum, so that when we get back home, we're going to go back to the drawing board and, just have that head start. So we actually really needed to win today so that we can get that step. So going back home, we'll go knowing that at least we're somewhere. Yeah.
Coach Cliff, all smiles, first victory. It's been a tough 3 days, but here you are. And you've won your game against Mozambique. How important is it going forward, really, that you have this win as you go into the second window?
Now, at least now we can breathe and give ourselves a chance to regroup and focus on the games in February. We had a lot of struggles. Some of the players were not cleared as such. Or some of them were, we had issues. Part of it, COVID really did hurt us, just like other teams as well, but it was crucial for us because some of our key players were missing. And looking forward, this win was very, very important and crucial for us to have the momentum to have a chance to qualify for the final tour. And so, it's good for us.
Coach, 62 rebounds. Wow.
Yeah.
62 rebounds as compared to Mozambique's 44. How important was it for the boys to do the job on the glass?
We did. On talking to them, we told them they actually, other than the number 2, Kendall Manuel, he was their key player, averages 20, 21 points a game. So we had to keep him so tight and then allow these other guys to shoot, and the key thing, just box out. And we did a great job boxing out and getting these rebounds and limiting Manuel to 4 points, which is amazing. I give credit to my players in doing that.
Griffin, your energy into today's game brought so much stability to the side. How did you enjoy the game and catching up with the guys, even though you didn't play the first 2 games?
Talking about not playing the first 2 games, that was the most painful part that I had to go through, because I always love to be out there with my brothers and competing and giving ourselves a chance to win. So getting a chance to play today was, it felt like getting another life. So me coming in, my job is just to just keep the guys together, just make sure that we do what we do best on the floor. And every time we try to slacken, we just huddle up and just talk it out and just get the guys where they should be. So today, it was great seeing the guys responding well And that's why we were able to be successful today.
Coach, sometimes it's difficult to just talk about one player, but can we really talk about Tyler and how much he contributes to the squad and especially to today's win?
Tyler is an amazing player. To be honest, I want to say he's not anywhere near his best. Most of I know when we're coming to this championship, most of us weren't that at our best. But Tyler is amazing. He's an amazing player. He energizes the team. He gives us very important shots, and he makes for us important plays when sometimes we're stuck. He's a very creative player who is able to pass the ball, finish on the rim, and also shoot. So he's a great contribution to our team.
Coach, in the other two games, the third quarter at one point, the other game, the fourth quarter was a bit of a problem, but today 46 points in the second half. What did you correct from the two games that helped you today to get in that energy and say, guys, we have to be consistent?
We stopped the inside play. And because at halftime, if you check the stats, they had scored majority of their points in the paint. So we worked hard to stop the inside play and force them to play outside, and that made a huge difference for us.
Griffin, last year playing at the Zone 5 in Kampala, qualifying for the Afro-Can, going to Bamako all the way to the final. You could have you lost the final, but you announced yourselves to the world. And now everyone that thinks about Kenya thinks about a talented team, a spirited team that fights every day. Do you feel that you're still on this journey? And do you ultimately see yourself in Rwanda next year at the Afrobasket?
Exactly, that's our ultimate goal, to make it there. And as we are known as Morans are the type of people who fight and fight and fight and give themselves a chance so that they can be able to be successful. And that's what we are. So what we want is to give ourselves a good chance. And we believe in everything that we do. We believe that we will be able to get there. So our goal is to get to Afrobasket. What we had last year was amazing, okay? And we're using that to encourage ourselves. We're using that to get our energy at high level so that we can give ourselves a chance to qualify for Afrobasket.
Okay, last question to both of you. It's been almost 30 years since Kenya was at the Afrobasket. When you come and play at the Kigali Arena where the qualifiers are taking place, do you at some point see yourselves here as a team that is it's worth it for you to be here, like you deserve to be here? Is that something you'll take into the February window?
Can I go first?
Yes, please.
I think absolutely yes. I think we have everything, and like Coach said, we still have some missing pieces, and we believe when they join us, we're going to be a much, much better team. So I think we do deserve to be here. We do deserve to make it to Afrobasket, and we're going to put everything we have to so that we give ourselves a chance to get there.
And before Coach Cliff responds, you spent almost 10 years here coaching APR. Do you think that you need to do justice for yourself as a coach who spent a lot of time here to qualify the team back?
It's a dream. It's a journey we started together, and I strongly believe we deserve to be here. And after we regroup and come back for the second qualifiers, we are very confident that we will go for the final tour. We'll qualify for the final tour. And talking about having been in Rwanda, I love the country, and I know the fans, the Rwandan fans who are also rooting for us. So we are neighbors, we share a lot, and that's something that we work hard, we'll work hard as a team to see to it that we come back and be here for the final tour.
I know I said last question, but yes, last question. Can you say something, can you give us an update on Desmond Owili?
Desmond got an injury yesterday against Angola. Somebody hit him on the rib, so we were trying to get him to play, but then he was struggling. That's why we sat him on the bench, and we had to play all the 3 quarters without him, because we tried him in the first 1 minute of the game, but he could not go, so we had to sit him out.
Okay. Asante sana, thank you very much, and all the best going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hongera sana.
Thank you, Lamin.
This time round tuko na a good chance considering that we won 1 in the first window, so like I said, now ni prepare too for the second window, so we have a pretty good chance ku qualify.
So challenges zilikuwa mob na tuliingia kwa game hivyo hivyo. Senegal being ranked at the 3rd team in Africa, we really tried to do our best, and Angola being they are ranked 5th, we did our best, but we still have 1 foot in